It was a Sunday morning in August 1996 when a father drove to his daughter's apartment in Fresno, California. She hadn't shown up for a family trip. That wasn't like her. When he knocked on the door and got no answer, something deep in his gut told him something was wrong. He was right. Inside, 22-year-old Fresno State student Debbie Dorian had been bound with tape and left to die of asphyxiation. She was vibrant, young, her whole future ahead of her. And in one brutal night, a monster had stolen all of it. The question was, who? Investigators arrived to a scene that told a horrifying story. Dorian was found bound and gagged in her northeast Fresno apartment. This was not random chaos. This was calculated, controlled. The work of someone who had done this before, or was fully capable of doing it again. Forensic teams combed every inch of that apartment. They collected DNA from the scene, a crucial piece of evidence. A biological fingerprint left behind by whoever had committed this unspeakable act. But in 1996, DNA databases were young. Forensic technology had limits. Investigators ran the profile. Got nothing. And just like that, the case went cold. The family waited. The investigators never stopped thinking about it. But the trail had gone completely dark. But the killer didn't stop. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, a string of violent sexual assaults rocked the city of Visalia, about 45 miles south of Fresno. 4 women were attacked. Brutally. Each time, DNA was collected at the scene. Each time, it matched the exact same unknown profile. The same ghost. To neighbors, to co-workers, to anyone who passed him on the street, he was unremarkable. Just a man living a quiet life in California's Central Valley. No one suspected a thing. In 2009, prosecutors made an unusual legal move. They filed a John Doe complaint, not against a name or a face, but against a DNA profile alone. It was a way to keep the clock ticking on the statute of limitations while investigators kept hunting. They knew he was out there. They just couldn't find him. Yet. Then came 2019. And a scientific revolution changed everything. Investigators used forensic genetic genealogy, the same cutting-edge technique that cracked the infamous Golden State Killer case, to trace the unknown DNA through family trees, building a biological map that pointed straight to one man. In late 2019, new DNA technology led authorities to finally identify their suspect in both the Fresno homicide and the Visalia assaults. His name was Nicky Dwayne Stain. Born in 1966. A longtime resident of Visalia. No known high-profile criminal record. Neighbors described him as unremarkable. That word is haunting when you know what he actually did. He had walked freely through his community for over 2 decades, shopping at the same stores, driving the same roads, while a family in Fresno buried their daughter and never stopped asking why. He thought he was invisible. He thought science had failed. He was wrong. In May 2025, Nicky Dwayne Stain pleaded guilty to 12 felony counts, including the rape and murder of a 22-year-old college student in 1996, and the sexual assault of 4 women in Tulare County between 1999 and 2002. After nearly 3 decades of silence, he finally confessed. On June 12, 2025, he stood before a Fresno County judge. He accepted a deal that spared him the death penalty, but guaranteed he would never breathe free air again. Before the sentence was read, the courtroom heard from the people whose lives he had destroyed. Debbie Dorian's mother, Sarah Lovin, stood just feet away from the man who killed her daughter and looked him directly in the eyes. "He cruelly extinguished my daughter's life and brought heartbreak to me and my family," she told the court. "Though he took my precious Deb, he did not take my soul." Then the judge made it official: life in prison without the possibility of parole. No appeal. No second chances. Nicky Stain is now at Wasco State Prison in Kern County, where he will die behind bars. 28 years. Nearly 3 decades of a mother waking up every single morning to the same unbearable thought. Her daughter was gone, and no one had been held accountable. The first thing you think of when you wake up in the morning is, Deb is dead. Deb is dead. How do you live when the joy of your life has been extinguished? That is what Sarah Lovin asked the court. The answer, it seems, is this: you keep fighting. You never let the case go cold in your heart, even when the rest of the world moves on. You trust that science, time, and justice will eventually find their way to the truth. They did. It just took 28 years. And the man who thought he was a ghost finally has a cell with his name on it.